I ran out of time on my last recording. So the third step that I would do is explain to teachers and administrators why attendance matters and why we have our policies in place. I would explain our policies, what should and shouldn't be reported, and so on. And I would also make it my job to sign off on whether an absence is excused or not instead of the homeroom teachers, since that is what is outlined in the state and district policy. And I would have teachers come up with an attendance incentive policy. This step would also have a data team as well. What option is best? Option one makes no change whatsoever, so that is not it. Option two would ruffle a lot of feathers, but it would have a lot of results. Um, the pros would be that the counselor and AD would not be allowing students to miss as much. Cons, I would have to fill two positions and may have just created a hostile work environment. Option three could yield some of the same results as option two, just at a slower pace. Um, it gives more time to build a shared vision with the teachers and fellow administrators, and could possibly give kids another reason to come to school. So I think option three would be the school's best bet. It would lead to some groaning for additional professional development. Um, I think this would lead to a more positive working environment, and I would need to turn in an outline of my plan to my superintendent and share my plan with my fellow administrators and teachers. I would put the plan into action. I would send out a parent letter explaining how attendance can impact the opportunities their children receive, and also explain my incentive idea, which is that based on grades and attendance. Um, so I would like the last 2 days of each semester to be traditional finals days. Um, if students have, so it's 5 days or more if they miss. So if they have 4 absences or less and they have an A, they don't have to take the final. And that means they don't have to come to school on those last 2 finals days. If they have a B and 3 absences or less, then they don't have to take the final. Um, and if they have a C, they're going to have to take the final. But the final shouldn't hurt them; it should only help them. Um, the letter would also explain how many absences result in a visit from a truancy officer. Um, I do kind of worry about that. I think they might use that information to miss as much as they can without being truant. Um, but it could also help explain why we are doing what we are because we have to do that. Um, I would also meet with my school personnel to share my vision, create a data team to examine the data behind the chronic absenteeism, share that data with the teachers, and explain which students are at a higher risk, and introduce my incentive idea. This assignment relates to standard NS 6.2 because in this assignment, we had to be a principal. We had to figure out a plan of action, explain how we would use data to improve our school and increase student development. And there's the standard. And that is it.